I'm Biff Hutchison, and today I'm going to show you how to do a backflip.
This is a very exciting video because in this video I'm going to show you how to do one of the sweetest tricks on a pogo stick, the backflip. The backflip is a serious trick and it can be pretty dangerous. Before you try a backflip, you need to be able to backflip dismount like it's nothing. You should be able to do really high backflip dismounts as well as really low ones. The better you are at flips in general, the easier it will make learning the backflip. I very highly recommend you do this on tramp pogo first. With a weighted tramp pogo, you can get the exact feeling of the backflip before you even take it to mats. It is the best way to learn the backflip. The backflip is no joke and you can get seriously injured. If you have access to a foam pit, mats, or pads, you're going to need them. If you don't, you might have to get creative. Try and hunt down old mattresses or old cushions, rake up a pile of leaves so they're 6 feet high, go to a dumpster, maybe start collecting some packing peanuts, do it into some deep water if you have to. Whatever you do, just make sure you have somewhere safe to land in case you end up landing on your head. Once you get used to the backflip, it is a pretty simple trick. It's very scary to learn, but it's relatively easy to land. Most of your ability to this trick will be a combination of understanding how it works and completely committing. If you have the know-how and commit to the flip, you should be able to at least pull it around. In order to learn the backflip, it's a good idea for you to know how it works first. Mark 2 lines on the ground in front of your landing spot. One line should be about a foot away from your landing zone and the other one should be about 3 feet away. The further line is where your setup balance should be and the closer line should be your takeoff. Carry some good height into your first tries to the mats. You want to be high enough that you can do a controlled flip with time to spot the landing, but not so high that you're getting out of control. Start at your first line and build up some height. Take a small backwards bounce to the second line, then bounce towards the mats. Lead the backflip with your head and shoulders and pull up on the bars quickly. Keep your chest high when you're starting the flip. As you start the flip, pull the bars up and bring your knees into a tuck. You will need to pull on the bars throughout this entire trick. This will help you with the tuck, and it's just as importantly going to keep your feet from coming off of the pegs. The tuck should cause you to flip pretty quickly. Keep your head back to see where you're going, spot the ground as soon as you can, and watch it come around. Look where you're going to land, open up, and get ready for the landing. You need to practice the backflips on mats until they become really consistent. You should be landing as straight up and down as you can. You won't be able to really jump out of the flip when you're on the mats, but try to make sure you're trying to compress the shaft with every attempt. Getting a good compression means that you're landing at a nice vertical straight up and down position. Practice doing several dozen of these. You need to be able to do 10 out of 10 before you think about taking the backflip to real ground. Ideally, if you have access to everything, you should be able to land the backflip first on tramp pogo, then into a foam pit, then onto a large mat, then onto a small mat, then onto soft ground. Learning it with a safe progression ramp will help you learn the trick much better and much safer. When your backflips are as good as they can get in the mats, it's time to do it for reals. Take it to grass, turf, even sand would work. You're going to be landing on a jumpable surface, so it's important to go through the landing in your head and be prepared to jump away. Everything else is exactly the same as in the mats. Get hyped, crank some tunes, and fully commit to doing the backflip. Then step on, drop your head and shoulders back, yank the bars tight, tuck, watch for the landing, open up, land, right away, clean as can be. It's party time because you just landed the backflip. Before you attempt the backflip, you should be confident in your abilities to commit to the flip. But on the off chance that you need to bail out of a backflip, the most crucial thing is to stay calm. If you tense up, you're probably going to get hurt. So stay calm, figure out where you are in the air, and look for the landing. Most of the time you can just take your feet off and kind of straddle the stick. If you're really in a bind upside down, just let go of the stick, try to get back to your feet. Once you land your first flip on the real ground, I really recommend doing a few more of them right away. You want to lock in the feeling of landing the backflip while it's still nice and fresh. Well, there you have it, everybody. That's how you do a backflip on a pogo stick. If you liked this video, make sure that you are, in fact, actually subscribed to this channel as well. Pretty please smash that thumbs up button. Drop us a comment below on what we should do next. Show us the videos of you doing some flips. Make sure to hashtag Vurtego at Vurtego Pogo. We want to see it. Until next time, get outside and get flippy with it. is such an incredible trick to have. I think it's probably the funnest trick on a pogo stick. You can do them to really push your pogo game to the next level. There are tons of awesome backflip variations as well. No-handed backflip, judo backflip, peg grab backflip, 180 backflip, lazy flip, just to name a few.